Hello, beautiful people. I'm Donna, and I'm a lifelong teacher, and I have my own essential oils and wellness business. And I'm studying to become a nutritional therapy practitioner. In my studies, I've been learning a lot more anatomy and physiology, and especially this week. And I wanted to share the coolest thing about essential oils for stress relief and how it works to help you be less stressed. Now, it's going to be a little bit technical, so hang with me. I'll make it make so much sense in the end, and you'll be so glad you did because you'll understand it all so much better and how it all works. So, I was learning about the endocrine system and particularly about the hypothalamus. Okay, the hypothalamus is a gland in the very middle of your head, and it's the master controller of your endocrine system. So, if you think of it as like a conductor of the orchestra, making sure that each instrument is doing its part, right? Doing what it should be doing. That's what the hypothalamus does. The endocrine system consists of all of the glands and all the hormones in your body that keep everything working right. Now, people often think of things like sex hormones when you think of hormones, but the endocrine system controls many, many more hormones than that, including your adrenaline, your insulin, your growth hormones, thyroid hormones, all of those things, and so much more. So the way that it works is that there are cells in the body that send signals to the hypothalamus about what's going on with the different glands. And then the hypothalamus sends commands to the pituitary gland, and then that sends signals to the different glands in the body, telling those glands to either produce more hormones or maybe to back off a bit. It might be your thyroid, it might be your pancreas, it might be your thymus. It could be so many things in your whole body. Okay, so I'm sitting there and I'm reading my anatomy and physiology book about the endocrine system, and I had this aha moment. If you look at where the hypothalamus and the pituitary glands are located in the brain, and you look at what's right in the middle of them, that's the amygdala. The amygdala is the center of our emotions. It processes emotions and memories and learning, all of our senses. It links your emotions to many other of your brain abilities, such as aggression or fear, social communication. Even it's involved in addiction. Okay, so stay with me. I know it's getting kind of technical, but whenever I teach an essential oils class and I want people to understand how essential oils work, we always try something. This is Adaptiv. This is the calming blend, and it's awesome for helping to just bring things down a few notches, right? This is what I teach them. I teach them to get the essential oil out, put a drop in your hand, rub your hands together, cup it over your nose and mouth, and take a good long inhale like this. And then do it again. What happens? All of the components of the essential oil get onto your hand, and your hand has now become an essential oil diffuser. You're now a diffuser. When you inhale, all of those little molecules go up into your nose, and there's these things called olfactory receptors. I think of them as catcher's mitts, but they're actually in the top part of your nose, and they're directly connected to your olfactory nerve, which goes straight to your amygdala. Your amygdala is your center of emotions. That's why this little bottle of essential oils can actually go in and it can change what's going on in your amygdala. It takes 22 seconds. It's so cool. So here's my aha moment. If the amygdala is the center of processing emotions and it's right between the hypothalamus and the pituitary gland, it's like literally right in the middle, and those are the control centers of your whole entire endocrine system, doesn't it stand to reason that if we could help to elevate our emotions and make them more positive, that it would have a direct positive effect on our endocrine system too? Makes sense to me. But see, we know that this is a thing because our fight or flight response, when we see something that makes us afraid or it's a perceive a threat or something like that, our sympathetic nervous system kicks in. That's also called our fight or flight response. And it makes us either want to take something on or get away, right? That's a nervous system response, but it's also an endocrine system response because our adrenaline is involved and that's part of our endocrine system. It also affects our digestion and so many other things, right? It all works together, and the amygdala is right in the middle of all of it. Now, don't hear me say that if you start using essential oils and all your hormone issues are going to go away. No, just from using an oil. But it does stand to reason that using an oil to lift our emotions could only have a positive effect on all of our hormonal issues, whatever they might be. Think about stress. What in our body is affected whenever we're stressing out? Our digestion, our sleep, our hormones. I can tell you all about that one. Our skin, even. So many things are affected short term and long term when we have stress. What if we could lower our stress levels just by inhaling a pure essential oil that would lower our stress levels right in the moment in a matter of seconds? And then it would have the ripple effects of helping out our entire body. Well, that's not a what if. It's actually a real thing. I am living proof, and I know many, many, many people who are living proof that using oils daily help to lower our stress. And it goes into so many other details of helping our whole bodies. It's way too much to go into here, but pure essential oils helping our whole body to work better is a real thing. So I've been using essential oils for about 15 years, and I've used doTERRA oils exclusively for just over 8 years. So I do have a little experience here. Let me tell you about a few of my favorites. The first one is Adaptiv. That's the one that I just used. This is the calming blend. This was specifically designed for people who have lots of stress or who have lots of anxious feelings when you're just kind of feeling overwhelmed with the world. This has chemistry in it, natural plant chemistry in it, that goes in and it affects our emotions 22 seconds and it just brings everything down. It's amazing. It's also wonderful for focus. So if you're a student or if you are working on a project for your work or you have anything else going on, this is a wonderful thing to have in your diffuser while you're working. It's amazing. My personal favorite is Balance. I was a teacher in the classroom for many, many, many years. I ended up with an essential oil diffuser necklace. And anytime the kids were doing their thing or whatever, I would pick up my necklace and I would inhale, and I always, always had Balance in it. This is the grounding blend. It's a slightly different mixture. Which one should you pick? That depends on you. I like them both because I use this more for focus. I use this for when I'm overwhelmed. When there's just too much going on and I just have to shut part of my brain off. This is amazing. I love the smell of it. I'm going to put some on right now anyway, just because it's a little thicker. So it takes just a minute for it to come out. But that to me is the smell of calm. In the middle of the storm, this is my calm. And I absolutely love Balance. It's wonderful. A couple of other ones. There are many, many oils that can help with emotions, but a couple more of my favorites. Cheer. This is the uplifting blend. If you're kind of feeling sad about something, maybe feel you just need a little pick me up, this is a wonderful way to help you to get that pick me up. It's a wonderful blend, and it also comes in a roller bottle. So, how do roller bottles work? You just open them up and you can roll it wherever you'd like. I like to roll them on my pulse points. I also like to roll them up here like a perfume. They're wonderful. And this smells just happy and uplifting. I love that. Another one that I love is called Forgive. Now, when I first smelled Forgive, I didn't care for the smell, which made me wonder if there wasn't somebody I needed to forgive, right? But this is a blend that actually helps you deal with grief, maybe, deal with bitterness, maybe, deal with anger, deal with negative feelings toward a particular person or situation. It's called the Renewing Blend because it helps us to just reset and get back to where we need to be. Comes in a roller bottle as well. I have a sweet friend who uses this as her personal perfume. She loves it. It's great. Another one that I had been using after my mama passed last year is called Console, and they make this in a roller bottle. And I actually went through 1.5 roller bottles in about a month and a half because I was missing my mom and it was just hard. And so Console is wonderful. This is called the Comforting Blend, and you can take it and actually put it on your hands if you want to do it aromatically, and then rub it together and inhale. And it's just very calming and very comforting. Stress takes a bunch of different forms. And it has a bunch of different causes. So if your cause is anger or frustration, if your cause is overwhelm, if it's grief, if it's sadness, if it's just you need to calm down, whatever it might be, there are oils that can help. I use these oils all the time with my emotions, and I'm super excited to know that they're helping my overall health as well. I've put a few links to the oils in the description below. Actually, I've got a cart with all of these oils in them. I encourage you to click on the link or several of the links below and try them out. If there's too much in the cart or if it's too much for your budget, just take a few of them out and try the ones that you think would be best for you based on my descriptions. You can always, there's another link down there to have a 15-minute free wellness consultation with me. And I would be more than happy to talk through some of your emotions and give you some suggestions for that as well. And go ahead and click on that link if you'd like to connect. And I'd love to hear how these work for you. When you decide to try them, I'm available to you personally to walk you through how to use them best for your situation. I don't like to just sell stuff. I want people to be able to use them and know that they're using them well. That's what I'm here for support in that way. I do videos almost every week. So if you'd like to learn more with me, feel free to subscribe. I would love it. I wish you the Lord's richest blessings now and always. Bye, guys.